Okay, testing the audio. Okay, testing the audio. All right, audio is normal. So, hey there everyone, and welcome to me again streaming Elden Ring PvP, some Elden Ring PvP here essentially, while we are gonna try and level up this character, as I mentioned in yesterday's stream, while chilling by the way. That got also abruptly ended because I got falsely flagged by YouTube's AI for ban evasion, which bullshit, but luckily I immediately appealed and Team YouTube was pretty quick on that and unbanned me pretty much like within a few hours. But let's just say that was that did sour my mood. But then I took up what little frustration I actually had on other stuff, so hopefully I don't get banned after 11 minutes streaming. But hey, I get it. Like, the AI probably has some kinks or whatever that they still need to work out. The gist of it is, hey, I got my channel back, and I can hopefully still laugh about it. And I say hopefully because I am kind of fearful that within like a couple of minutes now I get banned again. But what do you expect after suddenly for no reason getting banned? They also admitted that I did nothing wrong, obviously. Anyway, this is around where we left off yesterday. Or when I realized, oh shit, the stream got cut off, and then, motherfucker, I got banned. Anyway, enough about that. I am also now constantly going to check the stream on my computer, obviously, just in case because of that. But as you can see, I'm also wearing the knight's armor here again instead of the gladiator stuff as an additional precaution. Because, for all I know, the AI might have flagged me because my chest was showing. On this male character, by the way, that is a normal armor piece in this game. Anyway. Of course, while we're leveling up here, because I actually want to put this character on a high enough level to where we can go to the DLC with it, at the very least, you know? And with that turned on, traversing the poison swamp. Would really suck if I now get invaded. Wink. Motherfucker, I was kidding! Can I make it to there? Land. I think they spawned in somewhere behind me. I mean, hey, they'll have likely poison on them, so I have no idea where they spawned, though. They did load in, so they should be somewhere. Are they just gonna wait up? Alright. Where are they? Don't tell me like the first invader we get is literally one that's gonna hide all the time. Or they just don't want to traverse the poison swamp. Right, so the thing that we need to go to is over there. I think they might just wait for me to die. Yeah, they did invade me. Again, they should, well, as long as I keep moving, they should know exactly where I am. Great, it's one of those, by the looks of it. We actually need to make it across to there. Made it. You want to be like that, huh? Jerk. I mean, hey, I have his as well, so... You're stuck on something, I feel like. And boom. Let me just rest here real quick. Alright, do I want to go over there or just go up here? Also, so far the stream's still going. do, 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 do. Damn it. My bad. I also just realized, oh wait, I have that one dagger. Too bad the dagger talisman is only something you find in Volcano Manor. Oh right. Whoops, wrong button. Since I died, I have to turn this back on. Alright, here goes nothing. Wonder if the damage output is going to be slightly different. Significantly so. Alright, now I can go back to my actual weapon. And I'm being invaded! Yay! Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. We're just here actually to pick up that medallion and nothing more. So we're just gonna wait. Trusty patches. Oh, if this is gonna be a cosplay build. If this is a cosplay build. Alright. I mean, I have seen that one guy on in YouTube Shorts as well who is acting like Patches, so very low chance that it's him, but you know, I actually hope that they don't spawn down, that they didn't spawn down there in the poison swamp. Come on, I know you're somewhere. They can either only come from over that bridge right there or from up there. Or are they already sneaking around somewhere? Do I want to risk it? Yeah, why not? Hang on, let me actually make sure that's still live, or still at the correct thing. I mean, I did get invaded, and it did say trusty patches, but I have a feeling I'm gonna get sneaked up on.
Please, no. Dear me. I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait then. You're not one of them? Well... what a relief. Oh, goodness me. I am Albus and Albinoric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished. The cursemongers have destroyed everything. No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you.
All right.
Would you look after this medallion? You must keep it out of the cursemonger's hands. And if you should meet the young Albinoric Latena, then please give it to her.
Yeah, they can't be more obvious. I knew it. I knew it. Damn. Ah. All right, we counterattack each other. Dang it. Hey, I can do that too, actually. Currently, this is still level 50. Ah, damn it. I broke his poise twice. Alright. Alright. I mean, this is actually a pretty nice cosplay build. Rusty patches. Hang on, let me read the comment in a sec there. Ah, damn it. Odin. Hey, I got a critical hit on him. I'll read that comment in a sec there. Damn it, now he poise broke me. Ah, damn it. Alright, now to that comment. No, I did not level my weapons all the way. My highest level weapon that I have is +8, and the majority of my other weapons are +7. Actually, let me just check real quick. Yeah, like the axe here that I'm currently using is only +6, and the Misery Accord as well. And the shield too. Like, majority is like 6 or 7, and my highest is +8. Currently that weapon I don't have equipped, obviously, because I would be way too heavy. Anywho. I mean, the point, or the when it calculates like your opponents, it'll calculate like the your character level and how far you have upgraded your, and the highest upgraded weapon that you have. Honestly, I just got most of my PvP knowledge from watching a couple of videos by Only Waifu, which is actually pretty fun to watch. Alright, now that we have that medallion, we're gonna since technically the normal PvP is turned off. All right. Honestly, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure, but I don't think it should influence it that much. But then again, I'm not that well at the PvP aspect either. But I'd recommend like looking at a few other people or asking like a couple of other people that might have more experience with it. I just have PvP turned on for fun. Damn it. Funny enough, I have that Ash of War. Oh, you mother. And that's another armor set. I mean, hey, if you overdid it, you might maybe you just want to look, maybe you could just also look at okay, I upgraded my weapon a bit too far for this. What would be the next best level to fit with that as well? All right. Yoink. Also, certain stuff you should probably also look into what Ashes of War or other stuff might grant you a little bit of hyper armor.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not?
But that's not, in my opinion, that's not really too necessary, but it might be a good idea to have something that gives you hyper armor just in case, you know?
I am accumulating knowledge to be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant.
All right.
You. What is it?
Yeah, about that guy that just attacked me.
My apologies for that nasty business. Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems. As his master, I'd like to express my regret. But now, Ensha is slain and gone. Finished. Forevermore.
Hope you'll enjoy it. I mean, I'm just gonna level this character now up to a certain point as well, because before I thought, yeah, let's try level 50, but there is other stuff that I want to try with this character, so I'm just gonna level it up a bit more.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father, if you haven't already.
Oh yeah, that grumpy dude in the other room.
Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while.
Give the potion? Not yet. She's not at the point yet where she will accept it. Also, if I actually give her this potion at the correct time, we're gonna turn her into a summonable puppet later.
It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
No. We actually have to make sure that if she gets to the point where she repeats dialogue, then she should move on to the next area as well.
I'll see you
All right.
again, warrior.
That's that. Whoops. Now let's just quickly rest at this grace, or at the round table here. Alright, so she moved on to the next area, which should be where we just picked up that medallion. Should. Also, one thing that I found out by accident, since I'm primarily using the Taunter's Tongue here, because by yourself that's the only way you can activate essentially getting invaded. Yeah, if you have an AI cooperator, you'll actually get invaded multiple times because first off you're luring invaders, and it'll actually count the cooperator as a additional player, so you can get invaded by more people. Alright. Slither of health. Alright, just want to pick up that. A very valuable item right there. Right, now she's here.
Oh, it's you. Well, what do you make of it? What's happened to this village? I witnessed a sight much the same in my infancy. The oppression of the weak. Murder and pillage unchecked. A waking nightmare made by men.
Yep.
But this time,
oh, also, if you want to look at, if you want a recommendation for a specific set of videos for like how to do certain quest lines, I would recommend It's Shatter, because that's the one that I watched for like to be able to do certain quest lines.
But this time,
and he actually gives a pretty good explanation.
Cannot be undone. I can still mete out justice. Justice to the oppressors. Let the scars I carve remind them. I am Nefeli Lu, warrior.
Alright, so we have to wait until she repeats the dialogue.
And though the suffering justice to let the scars.
Alright. So now she should become an AI companion or an AI cooperator at the small boss fight on the other side of that bridge. Or someone we can summon in for some help. Be careful with that one perfumer up there though. Also, this build is currently level 50, which means with the way I've distributed my stats right now, I'll show real quick. Yeah, I can only wield this axe while two-handing it. Because, like this, the red cross appears on the axe as well, which means I can't properly use it. Because it requires 30 strength, and I do not have 30 strength. I kind of need to kill that one again, but... Can I run past him? Probably not. Well. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, you. You know what? Where's that fireball? Also, I actually recently decided to stream Elden Ring again after I watched like a video of someone beating the game with a cosplay build of Escanor. Which was a pretty fun thing to watch, actually. Oh no, the mage is currently stuck. We actually have the perfect solution for that. Oh, Whoops, hang on. This is actually a good fairy Ash of War to get, by the way, for against mages. Alright, oh. To be fair, personally, I don't know what that is, but that might be fun to look at. Alright, so here's the summon sign for Nefeli. Again, if I were to turn on Taunter's Tongue right now and summon her, I can get 2 invaders. But I kind of don't want to risk it for this bit. I mean, I have heard of Watchmen. It's just something that I haven't really looked into, so I don't know any of the characters in there. Also, probably should drink one of these. Oh, wait. You mean Dr. Manhattan, right? Whoops. Oh, speaking of whoops. I can actually get a different version of the same axe later, which applies Scarlet Rot. Or which can apply Scarlet Rot. Yay, talisman. Alright. So now if I go back to Round Table Hold... Ooh, actually, do I want to turn Nefeli into a puppet or Dung Eater? I mean, in New Game Plus, if you actually summon in Nefeli, it's kind of funny if you, like for example, fighting Godric the Grafted, you just call her in as the normal cooperator to help you with the fight, and then you summon in her puppet. So you're essentially having 2 Nefelis fight for you instead. Anyway, now she should be down here. Yep.
Ah, you. Please, leave me be. It's pathetic, I know, but I need to think.
I know. I know that, but yeah. I mean, hey, I also need to get a certain spirit summon ashes before I can actually give her the potion to where she actually drinks it. It also locks me out of the rest of her quest line if I actually give it to her, obviously. And you only get it if I left that one Gustav guy alive, or, you know, in Stormville Castle. I already killed him, so... I mean, 1 Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone isn't really gonna matter all that much. Alright. I will, however, pick up the stuff that is hidden behind these fog doors. Oh, never mind. Yay. I think if I open this one, there's a incantation or a or one of those books or scrolls that gives me either incantations or a sorcery. Whoops. Right. Shit, what was I gonna do now? Right, I don't know if I have the other half of the Dactus medallion. Let me actually check. Whoops. Oh, that's the secret medallion. Just go to key items. 1/2. Yeah, I don't have both halves. So that is the one that I got from, I think, in here. Oh, where was the other one? I mean, one other, I can also avoid using the Grand Lift of Dectus here by going through this cave here. But then again, I will have to fight a boss. Magma worm. Also, there's a particular reason why I have 2 Sites of Graces here. You can actually get early access to Leyndell if you have, well, specifically the Taunter's Tongue. Because it requires you to use the teleport trap that is in this tower, which teleports you all the way up here. Where normally, yeah, there's also like a golem there that you could fight, but not really recommended at a lower level. But once you're there, you can actually turn on PvP, wait around by the elevator specifically, so the invader is more likely to spawn down there, and they'll actually take the lift up, and if you win or lose, the elevator will be up, so you can actually take it down and get early access to this higher level area. And yes, most of the stuff in there is gonna kill you. Right, let's actually go talk to her, because I've never done the part where you actually give her or show her the medallion half. I think if you do her quest line, which again, I've never done before, she does turn into like a summon that you can use.
I told the all-hearing brute already that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough?
Show her the secret medallion.
Do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you. Then I've no choice but to trust that this was his dying will. Let's try again. I'm Latenna, an Albinoric, the same as old Albus. My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I presume the worst. Seeing that you're another tarnished like that all-hearing brute, I hope that you will forgive me. The medallion's better off in your hands anyway. Would you consider doing me a great service? I must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf Lobo. Will you show me the way? To the land of Miquella's Halig tree. If you accept, I would gladly apprise you of the whereabouts of the medallion's other half.
Oh, please do. Oh wait, actually I already know where the other half of the secret medallion is.
Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the Forbidden Lands, north of the Erd Tree, in Castle Sol, on the mountaintops of the Giants, accessible by the Grand Lift of Rold.
Yep, that's pretty far away.
Then I suppose it's time. Farewell, Lobo. My faithful wolf. My better half. I will go with the Tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me, Lobo. Call upon me when needed, and I will fight at your side.
Huh. Funny enough, if she's actually close to another one of these wolves and you actually summon her in, she'll actually like mount that wolf as well. Alright, now that we have that. I think we did already activate the, yeah, we did the stuff over here with Rani, so we could go to over, well, technically over, right around here. So we'll just go to Nokron. Well, that lower half so we can talk to Blythe and among a few other things. Alright, while I'm here, let me actually switch my equipment here. Right, so that's my highest upgraded weapon, a Banished Knight Sword with Flame Strike on it. I actually was looking if I could add it, if I could add Flame Strike to the axe, but that's a no. +7. But yeah, the Ash of War that I have on this shield, you can actually specifically, hang on, just in case, I have an audio cue if I get invaded. That Ash of War you can actually get like right in here. So you actually first have to defeat the boss that is in here, and then you can just jump off in here. But you can buy the Ash of War there, and this particular Ash of War is pretty good if you're fighting against a mage. You just have to time the parry correctly, and then it will create glintstone blades from the projectile that they fired, as I actually showed before with that Albinoric. There, oh, whoops, that's me pressing the wrong button. But there's a different shield that we get later on by default if we defeat a certain god damn it. If we defeat a certain tree sentinel, which essentially has a similar Ash of War, but it creates a straight projectile that immediately fires back at the opponent. And I actually really like using that shield. It's also pretty freaking heavy. And if I recall, you also need 30 strength to be able to wield it properly. Oh. Ground slam. Yay, I'm being invaded. I mean, that Ash of War is called ground slam, but essentially you're slamming your butt into the ground. Yeah, obviously since we're being invaded, we can't go further. The only buff that I have, Flame grant me strength. They haven't loaded in yet, because otherwise we would have seen the name already. Well, pop up anyway. If we actually look around as well, we could spot where they're loading in if they're pretty close. Somewhere over there. Got it. Mimir. Huh. That name does ring a bell, actually. Oh.
Hey!
Hello. Halberd, got it. And they're letting me buff. Damn it. Oh, they switched to fists. Should I? Oh, they have Flaming Strike too. Come on. Oh. Damn it. Whoops. I'm stuck in here. I do have a poison gummy, but I don't think I'll get the opportunity to use it. Dang it. Ah, frostbite. Yeah, he's gonna win this one. And of course he reapplies poison too. Dang it. Well, I also used my last of those cures for poison on that one. Luckily, you can craft those, and the poison one is, I think, one of the only ones that I can actually craft. Speaking of which, damn, I'm missing herbs for that. I can actually make the one to cure poison and madness, apparently. Anyway, I do on occasion get like someone who will actually message me saying like, hey, it's nice to actually have a fair one-on-one fight when invading. Because usually it's, you're gonna get ganked most of the time. Alright, stream is also still going. Wait, am I needed to go a bit further. I'm just gonna pick up my stuff and turn on PvP again. That's a bear. Oh. Whoops. Completely going into the wrong part of the forest. Some demi-humans who for some reason didn't notice me. Alright, grabbing my stuff. I also actually, when it comes to cosplay builds, a while ago, like I think like somewhere last year, there was this one person who invaded me with a different character, or when I was playing a different character. They actually invaded me with a Mikola cosplay build, and apparently much later I found out I actually ended up in a short with them. They actually made like shorts with Elden Ring and stuff, and they actually messaged me like somewhere a few months ago. Like, hey, remember me? I'm that Mikola person who invaded you a while back. Because at that point I had no idea I ended up in a short. Like, that was pretty funny to watch that short as well. I think at the time I was trying to go for a female paladin, if I recall. I actually had to look at the short to try and guess what I'm to try and guess what I was playing there. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Right. So, by the way, in certain areas, you can actually see if you're being invaded. For example, if you can't rest at a grace, you're probably... The moment I say that... the moment I say that... Alright, I know you spawned over there somewhere, buddy. But yeah, you can also... you can actually parry the... You can, if you time it correctly, you can actually parry the follow-up for that Ash of War. He's gonna try and jump attack me, I think, only the moment I have my shield up. Dang it. I'm gonna lose this one again. Ooh. Let me just recover stamina real quick. Dang it, I'm out of heals as well. I'm gonna die here, yeah. Ah well. But yeah, if you actually time it correctly, you can parry that Ash of War as well. It is kind of difficult though. Let me just... I don't know why I rested his grace there. Alright, turning on multiplayer again, or the ability to get invaded. Actually, should I switch back to actually using the axe though? Hang on. Because I was doing, I think, a bit better while using the axe. Alright, I'm not being invaded. So they actually spawned like right around the corner there. Yeah, alright. But if you're like in an area where you can actually use torrent, whoops, you can actually look at the when you have that ring on the hotbar, and if it grays out, as long as you're in an area where you can actually use them, you'll it's like an indicator you're being invaded, because obviously you can't use torrent while in normal Elden Ring, in normal PvP. But you can also use that as like if you're like doing something else off screen and stuff, or you're not really paying attention, you can just mount torrent and you'll have an audio cue as well when you're being invaded. Wait, don't I need these? Didn't I need these ones specifically for whoops, for making yeah, madness boluses. Yay, I can make 2. I haven't really gone up against a whole lot of madness, actually. But yeah, I'm gonna collect these for a bit. Also, so far, my favorite challenge run that I did of the game as well was one where I used the dragon form and throughout the game while having PvP turned on. So every so often, I would literally just get an invader. And I think, if I remember correctly, that build was around level 150. And these guys are pretty slow. So I should be, uh-oh. I have a feeling I'm being invaded. Yep. I wonder, will I make it to the next site of grace? Or will they just be waiting at the top for me? I mean, the next site of grace is somewhere right over there, but I do remember there's a big-ass crab right there, too. Sorry, Invader, I just want to make it to that site of grace. Also, I frequently run past this one by accident, by the way. It should be, like, right around here. Yep. Also, obviously, when you're checking the map and the sites of graces have a red line through them, you're also being invaded. Alright, so they probably spawned somewhere down there before I went up the elevator. Unless they relocate or use that relocation item. And the stream still seems to be going because now I'm actually pretty paranoid since with yesterday's stream I got randomly hit with a false ban hammer. Which again, luckily got appealed almost immediately. I will say though, occasionally you could get an invader that's just gonna hide around and wait for the host to die. Sadly, there's only two ways to get rid of them: actually dying or just turning off your game. Which, of course, the second option I can't do, because then it would also end the stream automatically. Oh, there's the invader. Alright. Let's fight over here. Are they just gonna... Yeah, they're immediately going for the attack. Yeah, back off, buddy. You missed there. Oh, dang it. Oh well. Yay, victory pose. I mean, hey, at least they're not teabagging, which sadly also happens on occasion, but for some reason with this character it only happened once so far. Right. Yoink. So I think here we just need to talk to Blythe to essentially continue with the actual, with Ronnie's storyline anyway. Which also makes it to where we have to fight Radahn at some point. Yay. At least he's not going to be as easy as fighting that ghost version of Loretta. Which, fun fact, that cheese where you trigger the boss fight, run into that corner, and then go back to the main menu. Yeah, that actually works. Yikes. Eek. Alright, that's him dead. Ooh, and I got some arrows. And dead. Yay, I'm being invaded. After fighting those guys. But yeah, Blythe should be over here. Wait, I am... Alright. Alright, I do still have that shield equipped.
Ah, good to see you.
This is probably gonna screw me over if they run up to me here.
I can see bloody Nokron right above me, but I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail.
Just in case.
I recall that. Let's give him a...
Alright, now we have to go talk to Celibus again. Whee. Oh, there they are. Are they just gonna go for the attack, or... No? They're gonna... Dang it. Spinning slash. Dang it. Dang it. Actually, I need to recover stamina here. Come on, do something. Also, as an invader, you have limited heals. Let me actually recover stamina here. Dang it. Dang it. Ah, he got me. Now we just need to give our stuff back. I mean, I was talking about teabagging there. Second time on this character only. Well, actually, teabagging goes in a faster pace, I think. Anyway. Yeah. Let me just retrieve my stuff, and then we're teleporting back to that one guy. Also. Yoink. Do we actually really need to be up here, though? Yay, me stuff. Ooh, actually. We want to avoid that little ball of lightning there. We could also fight a boss that is here, but I don't feel like running around and activating those obelisks. Oh shit. Right. Now I'll quickly de-aggro everything. Yay, 1/2 of Nokron. There's a very, very easy boss fight, like right here. just in case you guys want to know or wanted to know. Right, we need to go to Celibus. Meaning we can just teleport here. But yeah, the boss fight that is there, or that is there when you first get here, you can actually literally make the boss freeze in place and essentially not fight back by hugging that wall over there, running over to this staircase over here, quickly running far enough into here to trigger the boss, then run back all the way into this corner. And if you then quit out of the game to the main menu and then load back in, the boss will be spawned in the center there, and you'll essentially have bugged out her AI, meaning she's just going to stand there and let you kill her. Also. Right. Completely different trail of thought. What day is it actually today? I have no idea. I will have to think of something to stream tomorrow though, because obviously I can't continuously stream Elden Ring. Maybe doing some more of the trophies in Monster Hunter Stories 3. Maybe. Alright, there's Celibus. Oh, by the way, behind this tower, if you walk up the wall here, you'll be able to find a helmet. Speaking of said helmet, it's essentially the wolf's head. If you wanted, like, to cosplay Blythe or something like that, you can. Once you get his armor set, you can equip this helmet as well.
The only thing I will hear from you is a report of your task's completion. Are we understood? Then if you trot, I have enough on my plate.
Ask about Nokron.
Well, you're asking me about that, are you? The task was left to you and the mongrel, was it not? Not only are you incompetent, but shameless to boot. Well, there's no helping it. Now's as good a time as any. I'll let you in on it. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selin in Limgrave. She owes me for the help I gave her when she was expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into the matter some time ago. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
Yeah, fun fact actually. Apparently, people dug into the files of Elden Ring and stuff like that. Apparently, the most beautiful NPC that they made, they gave one of those stone helmets and is essentially hiding behind it. And yes, it's Selin. Like, apparently she looks pretty awesome. She actually looks pretty beautiful down under that helmet. Or under that stone helmet. Alright, so Selin should be down here. On this character, I actually haven't gone down there. So, yeah, there is a probably very easy boss fight there. Before we can actually talk to her. Oh yeah, also, if you see that one lone enemy up there on the cliff, if you manage to kill him, and that's a big if, he'll actually also drop a larval tear. Downside though, he's not going to stay that enemy for long. Because once you kill this form, he's going to turn into a rune bear. And they're significantly tougher. Right, I can also... Wrong button. While we're here... But yeah, again, for those of you wondering why I'm using the Taunter's Tongue, you need the Taunter's Tongue if you're by yourself, if you want to engage in PvP, or if you want to get invaded. And otherwise, it's just going to, if you're like playing the game normally, it'll just allow more people to invade you at once. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, wait. We're heavy rolling. Makes sense. But we're gonna, for this, switch back to this setup. Alright, I can't check the map right now. I could, if I get invaded, I could fog wall them. But that's kind of a dick move. And yes, the other thing has... Yeah, I am being invaded. I think. Yep. There they go. There they are. This is probably not gonna end well. Oh, damn it. I was heavy rolling. I actually wonder where they spawned in though. I also don't know what the name of that invader was. But as long as we keep moving, they should see where we are. I'm kind of trying to avoid those freaking bugs in there as well. Oh, there they are. Oh, please tell me you're a mage. Alright. Huh, I wonder where they are. I wonder where they could be. And I am going to use the Ash of War on you. Ash of War it is. Oh, a fellow wolf. I think this is the reason. Oh, barehanded. Alright. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Another one of these again. That's the second stream where I either invaded or had an invader who wanted to engage in fisticuffs. Well, let's cover this area in blood. I'm not even kidding. This is actually pretty funny to have happen, but... This is actually incredibly funny to have happen. And so far it only happened to me like twice. I missed a heavy punch. Also, they're probably doing a lot less damage because I'm wearing heavier armor than they are. Oh man, this is actually, in my opinion, pretty funny. And the fact that we're both wearing like the wolf helmet as well. Let me just recover stamina. I wonder if we can break each other's poise like this. It's just a dogfight, everybody. Go through heavy hits. I know for some people this might be a bit boring to watch, but I just find it incredibly funny. It's a rare occasion as well, by the way. Like, it's not even with fist weapons, it's literally just bare fists. I'm actually getting a sore finger here from pressing the punching button. That was a heavy punch. I actually need to give my one finger here a little bit of rest. Gotta sound the Alpha Wolf for a bit. Now I need to actually rest that grace. I am completely covered in blood. I actually need to re-equip the weapon actually as well. And magically my armor is clean. Oh, that was funny. Wait, that doesn't put me on fat roll, right? I mean, no. Or on heavy rolling. Alright. That is pretty funny to have happen though. And so far that is, as I mentioned before, it's the second time that happened on stream. Like, conveniently funny. We're now in the middle of all these enemies. Luckily no invader. We are gonna jump off here though. Whoops, wrong one. Obviously, you can only attack him from the back. Again, that one, if you're at this level that I am right here, then he's going to be very easy to defeat. Ta-da!
Tarnished, are we? I wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
Shouldn't that be sorceress, though? Learn sorceries, sure. Even though I'm more faith-leaning.
Your proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will define nature, with a bit of luck. But one must choose one's masters.
Sure, with a bit of luck.
I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me?
I still wish to learn because I need to continue a different quest line, and I have to talk to you about that one.
Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in Glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
Why did I think of Master Yoda there? Right. Show letter of introduction.
Well, well. Celavis is not a name I ever wanted to hear again. But fine. If it will help you, my apprentice, I offer my knowledge. The stars alter the fate of the Karian royal family, and the fate of your mistress, Rani. But long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling
future wife.
and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that repulses the stars. If General Radahn were to die, the stars would resume their movement. And so too would Rani's destiny.
Honestly, I think at my level right now, fighting Radahn is probably going to be a very bad idea. AKA, I will most likely die immediately. Right. Now I could already go there, because there's a teleporter to inside the castle that is like right at the start of this bridge here. Also, there's a teleporter that puts you like right on the other side of the bridge, and it is located in this castle. Because I just randomly found a chest there, opened it, teleport trap, and I ended up right in front here. Also, around the back here somewhere is where you pick up the Flame Strike Ash of War. In case you guys were wondering where to get that. Oh, actually, let's not teleport there yet. I have a different idea. Switching the Ash of War on the axe. And since the stream is going, I can actually equip the... I think it's okay if I equip the armor set that I was originally wearing.
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your own.
Alright, Ash of War going here. Axe. We could actually put Poison Mist and Frost Mist on there. But we're putting Cragblade on there. And with the heavy affinity. Right. So the armor we were wearing was that. That. This one. Also, this is the altered version of the chest plate. But I like the altered version better because with the helmet, the helmet actually gets covered up by a hood when you're wearing the unaltered chest plate. Ah, my gladiator look. Right. Let's also see if we... I don't have enough to level up, but there's a way around that. I picked up a couple of these, so maybe if I use them all. Don't I actually have a remembrance? Nope. Also, I could teleport to the best rune farm in the game, but I don't think you guys want to see me shoot a bird that will automatically run off a cliff for like several minutes. Right. Also, if I remember correctly, Crag Blade increases the poise damage that you do by, I think, 10 points. And the damage you do by either also 10 points, or 10%, or 15%. Again, I probably still don't have enough. Yeah, by about 1,000. Right, so to properly use the axe, I need to put 10 more points into strength, so I can one-hand it. Obviously, two-handing it at that point would just increase the damage as well. Actually, let me look. So, currently level 50. If I go to 100, I'm probably going to go past 100, but if I were to add 50 levels, where should I put them? I know I need to put 10 into strength, so I, again, can wield the axe. Maybe put a couple of points into endurance and vigor, because I think at around like level 100, you need to have 50 to 60 vigor anyway. Right. Time to go attempt Radahn. Also, if you go here before you actually like get the information that you need to kill Radahn, this teleporter will be inactive. But it's going to teleport you immediately inside the castle. Also, I could kill Alexander to get a weaker version of the talisman you get at the end of his quest line, but since I'm going past like the original level 50, I don't think I really need to. Speaking of which, for how long have I been streaming so far? Oh, just 1.5 hours. But the increase that you get from like 2 poise damage and Crag Blade, you obviously have to apply it to the weapon first.
Champions, welcome! The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune.
Also, if you hear that in the background, that's my dog.
The Radahn Festival!
Also, his weapon does, I think, by base bleed buildup.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
Likely no, but I might have a trick or two. Obviously, in his fight, you can summon in a lot of other people. Just don't summon in Patches, because he's immediately gonna say, yeah, nope. Which is still funny. Alright, and we get a cutscene so I can drink something here.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone.
Yet he still loves his horse.
Now he gathers the corpses of former friends.
He
and
still loves
foes
his
alike,
horse. I think I didn't say that properly.
like a dog. Howling at the sky.
But now, we must make merry. O gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war! The Radon Festival!
Yay. Also, if you actually do Sellen's questline, you can either end up with his armor set and weapon, or end up with like the helmet that Sellen is wearing. I think I might try and get his armor set though. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. It's just that you only get different rewards based on which one you pick, or which one you decide to side with. I am not ready for this one. So feel free to point and laugh in a few minutes. I do know that you can actually stun him with specifically the Rot Breath, which I do have. Alright. Oh, I don't have my seal. I'm also gonna need to summon Torrent. Actually, one time when for the first time ever played Elden Ring, and I tried to fight against Radon here, I actually had a teleport glitch occur to where when I used it here, it teleported me underneath the map for some reason on the other end. Luckily, that only happened once. Charge! Get him, Alexander! Help! Get him live! Oh. They're engaging him, right? No, they're not. Hey guys, please help me. I don't want to die. Oh shit. Yeah. That's figures. I did Scarlet Rot him though. That is that is still only phase 1. Alright. Quickly unequipping the axe though. Do I want to go with Bloody Slash here or... I'm just going to go with the higher upgraded weapon here. Because imagine me actually pressing by accident the Ash of War button with the Bloody Slash on the other Banish Knight Greatsword and being low HP. Yeah, that fucker's gonna kill me at that point. Ooh. Alright, they all loaded in. It's a legit mechanic, god damn it. We also later get to oh shit. I saw a thing over here. God damn it. You bastards, fight him already. They're not doing a lot though. Picking up my stuff. Is he Scarlet Rotted? Nope. He was too far away for it. Oh shit. Attack someone else, please. Now he is Scarlet Rotted though, or not. No, he's not. Actually, where are the rest of these summoning signs? They should pop up somewhere back here once they're killed. Allegedly somewhere. Yep, over here is one. And the rest are even further back here. They'll pop up at certain locations, obviously. One way to try and win against him. So I actually have to get close and use the rot breath. Get him, Alexander. Is he gonna... Oh shit. No, don't go for me. Go for one of the other dipshits. Uh-oh. Go for any of the other ones. I saw a summon sign back here as well. Oh, guess who got knocked off of Torrent? This guy. And with one heal left. I actually have to get closer. And this is gonna kill me. Yeah. He doesn't have... He isn't Scarlet Rotted. And now I have to use my last heal. And I'm screwed. Very much so. Yeah, fighting Radon, bad idea. I definitely need to level up more. I seriously need to level up. Aside from going to that one area with a crap ton of arrows and a bow. To be fair though, I could pick up another Ash of War there. And a kind of funny incantation. swarm of flies. Right. Dang it, I actually first need a couple of runes so I can actually buy some arrows. Actually, I mean, I only have 5 of each here. Can I? Never mind, I can actually craft a couple. Luckily, I can make the fletched versions as well. I can actually make blood loss arrows. Anyway. That should be enough. Downside though is I also have to run like hell, considering where this is going to take us. Luckily in the previous normal length stream that I did, we did do that quest line, so this is where it actually puts you. Although for this next bit, definitely need to run. And I have died instantly. Yeah, all because I wanted to pick up that one item. I got one shot. I think I can infinitely use that item, luckily. Also, that got rid of the runes that I lost in the arena against Radon, but whatever. Take 2, and not picking up any items. Just that, so that I don't have that icon pop up anymore. Run, 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 run. Wrong way. Luckily, I avoided that somehow. Not the place I was thinking of. Yay, picked up the incantation. Now run. Run, 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 run. So yeah, essentially this is the best rune farm in the game as well. Like right now, I can only like use the arrow or bow and arrow to shoot at that bird, which will immediately run off the cliff if I hit it. Obviously, you can also use the gold pickled fowl-foot to get more. But as you guys can see, that gives you a decent amount of runes. And once you're later into the game, you can also kill all the Elden orcs that are here. But the way you start off when you're this low level, you just shoot that bird and have it run off. Wait until you get the runes, and then you know what? Fuck it. And then wait until you have the runes, and then just damn it, I missed. Boom. I got 3,000 more because I used the gold pickled foulfoot, which should give us a boost in runes for a few minutes. Damn it, I missed. Wee. It literally just jumps to its death. But yeah, kinda have to do this for a bit. I mean, I should already have enough for one level up at least. Actually, to make it a bit more interesting, it would be funny if I get invaded here, huh? Right, I wanted to look at equipment if I was heavy rolling. No, I'm not. First, rest at grace. Ding. Imagine while we're aimed like this, they walk up behind us and just kick us off the cliff. Whee! Actually, how many arrows do I still have? 13. It would be funny if I actually at level 50 get invaded over here. Hell, at this lower level, I think some of the invaders would be surprised, like, what the hell? I've actually never been invaded while here, by the way. Respawn the guy. Although, if they actually were to sneak up on me while I was like right here and zoomed in like this, I wouldn't blame them. It's way too tempting to kill the host like that. I think the amount of runes that I have right now should potentially be enough for 3 levels, I think. Again, the higher level I get, at some point I will need to upgrade my weapons further. Currently I only have one usable somber weapon. Which isn't exactly great in PvP, I just got it for the fun of it. It's the grafted dragon. I have actually thought of like doing like kind of like a challenge build where I have 2 grafted dragons equipped. And just making essentially a kind of a fist build based around the grafted dragon. As more of a joke build, because again, it's not that great. It is pretty cool looking though. I mean, literally you have a dragon on your arm. And that's too low. Whee! I wonder if I used Rot Breath. One way to find out. Oh shit. I may have aggroed some people. Yep, wrong button. I thought I was blocking. Whoops. Alright, I will have to turn on PvP again. But since I died right there, my stuff should also be right there. First off. Also, if the invader kills you, they get a percentage of runes based on the amount you spent with your last level up, if I recall correctly. So yeah, rot breath, not really working. Well, not really working as intended. Wow, guys, we killed it with just a single shot of this unupgraded short bow. And it had only had 14 HP. Damn it. Uh-oh. Headshot. Alright, let's actually see. How many levels do I have? Wow! Nearly 8 levels. Actually, if I have 2 more, I can immediately put strength where I want it, and we'd be at level 60. Oof. Yes, cancel. I just wanted to check how many level ups we have there. Also, because we died, the gold-pickled foulfoot wore off immediately. And I only had 1 of those. Oh well. I think if you pick up a certain cookbook, you can actually craft them as well. There's also a talisman that you can get that increases the amount of runes you get by 20%, which obviously that in combination with the gold pickled foulfoot and this location in particular, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of runes from that. Obviously, since I'm also increasing my level here, I can probably expect not being able to defeat my opponents anymore, if at all. Oh. Me out of arrows. The ones that I crafted anyway. Also, before you kill, if you want to get like Vari's white mask as well, you actually have to go into this area where this bird is watching or walking specifically, or somewhere in the back there, and you'll have to defeat along the way in that area. You have to fight 3 NPC invaders, and the third one that is like somewhere in the back by this thing here at the back there. That one will actually drop like the War Surgeon armor set, which also includes Vari's white mask, which gives you a small bonus for blood loss damage. Either damage or you get a power boost for blood loss in the vicinity. Which is most of the time why you see if you're fighting someone with a blood loss build. Whoops. I actually still hit it. Alright. Right, now that should be enough, right? More than enough. We can actually spend 1 more point somewhere else now. Yes, confirm the level up. So now we're level 60. And we should be able to wield the axe one-handed. Alright. And now I actually need to check the spells. Because if I recall a spell that I actually want to learn how to use... Damn it, I need more arcane for this one, but that's not the one I was talking about. Is this one. But for this one you need 41 faith. Oh, and on the topic of stuff that gives you hyper armor, the Dragon Claw incantation and the Dragon's Maw will actually give you, after like the first few seconds of you starting the cast, you'll actually get hyper armor and you won't be able to be kicked out of it. So to be able to use Dragon's Maw, I need 24 faith and also 16 arcane. Alright. 13 arcane and 17 faith. But I primarily want to get these stats to be able to cast this one though. Because apparently with this incantation, you can actually cheese one of the DLC bosses. Apparently. So I'm going to put this other point that we have into faith. Since we're mostly a strength and faith build here. Well, trying to be. So I have a bit more to go. Also, I don't think I'll get invaded. I don't think at my level I'll get invaded over here. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna have some people invade us. Because right now I need to do a lot more leveling, and I don't think you guys want to see me kill that bird over and over and over and over again. Because I also need to properly think where I want to allocate the level ups to, you know? Because now I can use this axe one-handed, which I'm actually happy about. Right. Obviously, at a certain point, I will heavily need to invest into vigor, though. To about 50 to 60, maybe 40 vigor. For PvP purposes, you know? The only madness incantation I can use. Actually, speaking of madness. Also, while I'm doing this and I get invaded, I'll immediately be kicked out of it. Damn it, I need 22 for this one. Actually, for this, madness doesn't really affect the NPC enemies, but this one is actually still pretty good to use. Also, Flame Cleanse Me is definitely an incantation you want to get for a certain area later on, since it will cure poison and scarlet rot buildup. Actually, since I currently don't have the poison boluses or the rot stuff. Also, if I actually had the two-handed sword talisman, two-handing a weapon would also do a lot more damage. Also, this is actually one of my more favorite spots to actually test out PvP builds, simply because it's a massive open area. Most of the time they actually run and hide in that camp up there, by the way, for some reason. The other area that I actually... At the moment I want to show it, so I'll wait until the invader here is dealt with. I say dealt with, but you know. The other one is actually in Liurnia of the Lakes, where I actually really like to invade. Wolf. Yeah, they're immediately going for the attack, I can tell. No Ash of War spam, you. Hey, I parried it. Yeah, I can parry that shit. Is he now just gonna run away? Damn it. He's out of FP. Dang it. He still got me though. I got too greedy. I don't know, do I actually have Bloodhound's Fang in my inventory? If not, we can also just go get it. Not that I actually want to use it though. But it looks like no, we do not. So, you get Bloodhound's Fang from this Evergeel here specifically. Also, if you're starting off as an astrologer or a more mage kind of build and you kind of want to get a good weapon early on or a good staff, yeah, you want to abuse the teleport chest that is over in here, which will actually teleport you to Caelid. But if you actually go out of there, there's also probably hundreds of videos explaining where to go after that. But you can actually get a meteor. You can actually get the meteor staff where you get in the area where you get teleported to, and you can't upgrade that staff, but it will immediately have an S scaling, and it looks like I did defeat it. Did I go past the Bloodhound's Fang then? Wait, I don't... Oh, don't tell me I accidentally deleted it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to be fair, but it would kind of suck though. Huh. Yeah, whatever. Also, it could be that I put it in storage. Let me actually check. Sword chest. Oh, I actually put some armor pieces in here. Yep, it's in the storage. Whoops. But yeah, we need 17 decks to be able to use it. And unless you're a dumbass like me, it most of the time doesn't really work in PvP all that much. Or it doesn't, or it isn't as good as in PvE. Again, unless you're a dumbass like me trying to constantly get the parry timing right. No idea why I rested there. Anyway. Right. I also need to invest a little bit more into endurance. Right, so also one thing, if you're gonna go for a parry build and you kind of already can run around in Stormville Castle, you may want to pick up the Misery Accord. Because it is the one weapon, not sure about the DLC though, but it is the highest critical damage weapon in the game. At least in the base game. I'm not sure, again, I'm not sure about the DLC, but yeah, it's gonna hit like a truck if you get a critical with it. Especially if you pair it with the Dagger Talisman, which I can't get yet. GD4 Re. Hi there. Hey, I'm over here. And you also have a... Are they just gonna try and run? Yeah. Well, if they're gonna be like that... It hurts, don't it? Careful, buddy. And he died to the rot. I mean, to be fair, actually, I think it was a little bit cocky teabagging right at the start there. Honestly, if it wasn't for the teabagging there, I would have not used the rot breath either. More like it was a combination between him using the doing teabagging and when I get close and do the bow before actually doing the fight. Since he was trying to take advantage that I was doing the emote, I also use it. Also kind of used it because of that. Because otherwise, I would have just have used Flame Grant Me Strength, and that's it. This is actually my all-time favorite to actually practice PvP, mainly because there's a site of grace right here, and the spawning locations for the invaders could be behind. One is behind that rock over there. One is like right ahead of the path here. The other one, or the other two that I know of, one is down here and the other one is like right up there around the corner. So you can kind of always kind of guess what general direction they're coming from. Speaking of invader. I actually, see, right there. X-23. I know you're over there, buddy. Hi there.
Hey!
Hi there. Alright, claws. Flaming strike, got it. I didn't know you can put Flaming Strike on the claws, though. I actually don't like that you couldn't put it on the axe here. But, yeah, I know, like, this was actually kind of annoying for me to figure out as well, but I had no idea how to coat your weapon in the fire buff when you're using Flame Strike. So apparently once you hit the Ash of War button for it, you immediately have to press the heavy attack button and then it coats your weapon in fire. Again though, the Flame Strike, I think in combination, if I could put it on the axe in combination with like Flame Grant Me Strength, since Flame Grant Me Strength increases your physical damage and fire damage, would be a nice combination, I think. Then again, you could also just equip a weapon where you can actually equip that. Whoops, I'm trying to do something here. So that one guy who was, that I used the Rot Breath on, was using this incantation. And as you guys saw, when I was attacking it while he was like already up in the air, I couldn't knock him out of it. That is the part where you get hyper armor with the Dragon's Claw. Actually, how high is my arcane? I might actually put the required points into arcane to actually be able to use it. My arcane is at 12 because I put it on 12 so that I can use the those early breath attacks. Also, for those of you wondering, the starting class that I went with this build is the Wretch, meaning I had 10 points in all stats at level 1. Which actually immediately allowed me to do a few things, like only needing to barely level Arcane to be able to use the breath attacks. Actually, I have an open slot. I can put the Fire Breath in here. Yeah. I mean, I have actually heard like people say like, oh, you shouldn't start as Wretch. Obviously, depending on what kind of later game build you go for, you have to pick the appropriate starting class. But I just went with, Wretch is pretty fun because you get this wooden club and you're essentially butt naked. Speaking of which, you can actually get a bigger club. I also have it. Where is it? So yeah, you can get the large club. You can also just find it in Limgrave. My first Souls game was Dark Souls 3, which I actually also have, but currently not installed. Naked and fresh. Yeah. Although playing the Wretch in Dark Souls 3 is a little bit more difficult to get past the to get past the tutorial boss. Yeah, blank canvas. Right, now we're just waiting for an invader. Honestly, I'm happy with how the stream turned out right now because, as I mentioned at the start and a little bit like earlier, or somewhere in the middle of the stream as well, I actually yesterday got like after 11 minutes streaming, I got hit with the falsely hit with the ban hammer. Which Yeah, that was just apparently that was just the YouTube AI falsely flagging my channel. Wait, like, what do you mean by re-uploading? The like the stream that I did yesterday where I suddenly get cut off is still on my channel. And there we have the audio cue. Actually, two-hand it. Make them think I'm a pure strength build. Alright, that was Harlequin. Yeah, but I'm probably literally not someone you want. Yeah, probably not someone who is suited to make tutorial videos. Because, again, most of the stuff that I know related to PvP, I kind of got from the Only Waifu channel, where they in their videos, by the way, they actually at least in the earlier ones, they were the way they explained it was literally like as if they were Ronnie or Millicent or even Selen, which is actually why I looked at more of their videos, because it's also because of watching their videos that I found out that you can parry the follow-up of the Bloodhound step. Also, they actually explained some glitches that now no longer work, obviously. Right here's just standing right on top of the grace, but they actually also explain oh, this is, for example, the chainsaw glitch that no longer works. At the time, they actually made a video explaining how you can tell if someone's going to use it. And they also showed how to actually do the chainsaw glitch. But again, that particular glitch has thankfully been patched out. But yeah, if you actually want tutorials, if you actually want someone who makes tutorials explaining certain things, because they'll also show actual PvP matches that they do as well. I'd recommend obviously Only Waifu, or also We're Being Invaded since the prompt for Resting at Grace disappeared, or Chase the Bro. Yes, they're actually called that, but they make videos with a certain build, and then they also show PvP encounters. Now, obviously, they're also those two in particular are also pretty much better skilled at PvP than I am. Alright, so they spawned over there. Hi. Alright, they returned the bow, so I won't use the Rot Breath. They are using a katana, though. Damn it! I don't have the flame lens me on me. Throwing darts, god damn it. Damn it. Ah. See, I thought like, nah, I'm not gonna encounter someone using poison. The second invader that I have freaking uses poison darts. Speaking of which, I still don't have any herbs, right? Nope. Because I literally need herb. Or the herbs to make the anti-poison bolus. Dang it. Also, just turn that back on real quick. But occasionally, I will say you can get like people who are essentially, to put it safe for YouTube and still be as impolite as possible. There are some invaders that will literally invade, run and hide with like the Mimic's Veil, and wait for the host to die. Yes, there are some people who actually do that. And the word that I actually want to use for them, I probably shouldn't use. But what I actually like to do with them is essentially, the longer they are in my world, the longer they cannot do the same to another player. So I actually like to keep them in my world for as long as possible. Essentially wasting their time and making sure that other people don't get their bullshit for a while. I do have Thunder's Tongue on. Also, one thing that I also like about like Chase the Bro and Only Waifu is that when they encounter a certain build, I think Chase the Bro says Bloodhound Bob if they're like using the Bloodhound's Fang and stuff, and obviously the coating the weapon in blood flame. And Only Waifu just calls them Kevin if they're wearing the full Radon armor set, for example. Like, I just find it funny that they have names for that they have like their own kind of funny names for a very particular build if they're going against it, you know? What are the odds that this person is going to use poison? Well, if it's the same person, very high. It is tempting to actually switch to the Misery Accord. Oh no, we're fighting the Oni from Dead by Daylight. Are they just gonna go for the attack here? Alright, that's the Uchi Katana. Oh, latency issue. Yeah. Yeah, you also have. So they weren't like lag switching or anything there. They essentially they were in. Well, for example, I'm here in Germany, and they were probably like somewhere much further away, which is like causing that latency essentially. Like for example, they could have like been in the US or something, or maybe even in Russia, or stuff like that. Like essentially, the latency is caused by, as some very much more entertaining people would say, spaghetti code of Elden Ring here. They are essentially, in terms of actual distance, they are pretty far away from me. And that's what's causing it. Wait, well, I am living in Germany. I'm actually Dutch. Actually, though, I'm born in Germany. I am Dutch, but I'm born in Germany and stuff, but I'm currently living in Germany as well. A lot cheaper place to live than the Netherlands, actually. And I'm being invaded. Should I forego the flame grant me strength? What does this message actually say? Knight required ahead. I appraise it as good. Because there's a cavalry knight up there. Yeah, it's Oni again, so I'm just gonna forego the flame grant me strength buff. And we know ahead of time that there's gonna be latency. Oh, I haven't, so please don't spoil. Damn it. And you're not getting that buff, buddy. Yeah, see, that was... that was a random phantom hit there. Actually, sometimes when the latency actually hits, it's actually pretty funny. Like, as you guys saw, like probably on his end, I was where he was doing the jump attack. But on my end, I was like somewhere else, and then suddenly the latency kicked in and it actually registered the hit on his end. Hmm. Oh, they're filming the... Oh, the loathsome dung eater. Oh boy, I wonder who is gonna have that gem on their resume. Alright, just make sure that I have everything full. I mean, honestly. I am curious who will actually have that on their resume for acting. Like, imagine you just go to a audition for another role, and they ask, "So, what roles have you played before?" And you just give them your resume or something. I don't know what it's called for like actors, but and they see has acted as, or one of their roles, loathsome dung eater. That would definitely raise some eyebrows. I would laugh if it's actually going to turn out that it's Henry Cavill. You know, the guy who plays Geralt and Superman. Imagine it's him. Although I think he's busy with like a Warhammer 40k movie or something along those lines. Can it be someone other than Oni? Well, at least I didn't bring Dead Hard, because that would just power up the Oni. Again, that's like a joke for like Dead by Daylight as well, because the Oni gets his power from a wounded survivor, and if a survivor brings Dead Hard, they're going to be permanently injured right from the start, but they can get themselves up when they're downed. But again, like if you have someone who brings or if you have someone in that game that brings I immediately forgot the name of that perk, but yay, invasion. Oh wait, we're still being invaded actually. It could be that it's someone with a lot of latency then. But essentially, if they bring that perk, if you have a survivor that brings the perk that permanently makes them injured. Oh, potentially another cosplay build. Or not. Yeah, they're just immediately going for the attack. Madness. Yeah, this is a dick. Make that 3 times I've been teabagged with this character. First time that happened was pretty funny though. Essentially, it was me invading someone else, and the host is like, I was just screwing around with the Phantom essentially, because they were using a bow build, which is pretty interesting to have happen. Right. Oh, I first need to craft that actually. Immediately making the max amount. Switch. And that. But the Phantom that was helping out that host was using a bow build, and I was essentially playing like one of those carnival attraction, or one of those carnival games where you have like those ducks in a row that just go back and forth and you have to shoot them while they're moving. I was essentially doing that just to annoy the Phantom that was helping them. I was just doing that constantly, like ducking behind cover and stuff. And only once I jumped around the corner, obviously I still died, but then the host literally did nothing. The other guy just pulled out another weapon and immediately killed me. And the host just was teabagging like as if they killed me, you know? It's whatever. So yeah, as like madness, once it procs, you do take some damage, and if you're fast enough, you can actually get a critical hit off on the person. But what I just equipped, the bolus that I just equipped will actually, once I use it, remove madness buildup. This red one here removes blood loss, and this one over here removes sleep. I haven't encountered a sleep build at all, so I've actually not needed to use these. All right, just checking. Yeah, I think I'll do a few more invasions or get a few more invaders and then end the stream for today. Because it's almost been 3 hours. In case of poison and rot. Yep. Man. Oh. I was waiting for invasions and I didn't even turn on multiplayer. Whoops. Call it a brain fart, if you will. While we wait, let me actually drink something. But yeah, maybe I will actually try and make a tutorial video at some point. Because again, I mostly stream because streaming is more fun for me. But there's also the thing of the whole needing the time to do it. You know. The moment I want to drink something. It's a off-brand cola, not like alcohol or anything. I have a feeling they're going to use a bleed build, considering the name. Yeah, looks like it. I'm over here, doofus. Yeah. Wait. Are they literally just gonna wait there? Because that fall is deadly, by the way. Yeah, they're just gonna run, hoping I fall. Whoops, went past it. Twice. Yay, we have one of those losers. Because what they were trying to do there is lure me into those enemies that are back there. How much you want to bet he's gonna hide now? Oh no, enemies. How much you want to bet that guy's gonna hide now? Oh no, he's coming up. Like, does he actually... Can he only actually win if there's like an NPC helping him or something? Actually, let me try getting madness off. Yeah, no, he literally can only fight with the NPC help here. Alright. Oh no. Not a fully charged fireball, obviously. Yeah, I'm not gonna bow to him. I will take back the loser statement, though. Or the loser remark. What he was trying to do there was annoying, if anything. Like, him jumping over here, if I've missed the jump and fell down, that would have been an instant kill. Luckily, I rested at Grace before. Right, that's Flame Cleanse Me that I have equipped, selected right now. I mean, I was correct in him using a bleed build. Which obviously can be pretty powerful if you have the right setup. Sun. I think I had him as an invader like a while back too. And I think they spawned back here somewhere. Oh yeah, they probably spawned like way back there. Wait, could it be an AFK invader? Oh, nope. Well, someone started as the Vagabond class. Come on, use the Ash of War. Damn it, didn't get the timing right. Come on. You know the dagger probably, right? Yeah, he does not want to get parried. Dang it. Tried to parry. But yeah, they probably started as a vagabond here, considering the helmet. Again, I died to that because I am a dumbass. Oh, by the way, the both the Ash of War that is currently on my Banished Knight shield here, and on that Somber shield later, you can actually parry the Moon Veil with that as well. You know, when they shoot those projectiles, you can actually parry that with it as well. Which was incredibly funny to find out. Because again, it was against an invader, and I was thinking, can I parry that? the invader at that point was also like, wait a second, what? Oh yeah, I probably should pick up my stuff and turn on PvP again. But yeah, I would actually love to get that other shield for I think it's called the Earth Tree Shield. But I would love to get that because I actually really like the Ash of War on that. Because if you actually have stuff that increases damage, I think from an Ash of War, I think it counts towards that as well. And it's always funny to actually use that and have the essentially with that particular Ash of War, you'll reflect the magic back at them. And it's always funny to have a tactical nuke. Because one time when I did that, I immediately one-shot the mage who cast the spell at me. Because they were probably also like, what the hell? Also, they were dumb enough to do it point blank. Oh, there they are. All right. Oh wait, it's actually a mage. Wow. Actually, come on, shoot some magic. Come on, shoot magic. I know you can, right? It would help out. Kinda want to show something here. Alright then. Shoot. Can you shoot some magic, please? Damn it, I can't parry that. Alright then. Damn it, let me get the... Fine. Sadly, Rock Slick I can't parry with that Ash of War. But like Glintstone Pebble and stuff like that. Like certain sorceries you can parry, but other ones you just can't. Alright, let's do one more. Actually, depending on how this last one goes, maybe two. And then end the stream for the day. Because for me, it's also actually approaching close to midnight. At least where I live here. Insomnia is a bitch, I know. But yeah, also if you have certain items, like the buckler parry, that just immediately screams, I want to try and parry you. And also if you pull out the Misery Accord, that also essentially screams, like if they know what it is, that screams, I want to parry you. Or I want to crit. Oh, look, it's bleed. Preparing a particular breath weapon. Well, at least it's over here. Do I want to use a breath weapon on him? Just in case. Alright, now you do the bow too. Do you want to buff?
Hey!
Do you want to buff? Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use that. Damn it. I didn't want to do the... Damn it. Out of stamina. Damn it. I was trying to do the guard counter. Actually, he bled me. Eek. Should I let him kill me? Oh, I got the critical on him. Alright. I mean, come on. Yeah. Why not? I could have killed him there, but why not? Alright. One more and then it's actually end for the stream today. And we'll consider that him getting revenge. Flame cleanse me. Actually, let's put flame. Actually, no. Fireball. Also, one reason why I actually want to level Faith is because I actually really like using the Black Flame incantations, and I have so far 2 of them, which you can get in Stormville Castle. And for the particular seal that you need for it, that you can get with those 2 incantations, you need 27 Faith to be able to use it properly. But it also boosts Black Flame incantations. And I actually like Black Flame because it does a certain percentage of max HP in terms of... It does a certain percentage of damage based on the opponent's max HP. Also, it's like the first magic that I started using when I first played Elden Ring, so it's more like a nostalgic thing. Also, my dumbass should remember to turn on PvP once I die. But yeah, I actually want to try and get mostly like a strength and faith build going here. Because I want to use that one particular incantation, having 41 faith would be a stat that I would be aiming for. Alright, the final invader is incoming. Who will it be? Who will it be? That's the running heavy, or that, no, that was the running heavy, where I do this spin. And the other one was the running light attack. And of course the dodge roll, which lets you do that. Also, the two black flame incantations that I have are the black flame fireball and the incantation that will like temporarily, it's a very short duration as well, by the way, that will temporarily coat my weapon in black fire, which will allow its hits to do the black fire type of damage, you know, based on an X percentage of HP, of max HP of the opponent. Also, ultimate weapon that we want to get for this guy as well is the, obviously, Black Flame Greatsword. And this looks like it's going to be quite the load-in, because they're still loading in apparently. Oh god, is it that going to be that one guy again that teabagged us before with the madness spears? Oh my god, it's an SAO character. Asuna Yuki. It's a cosplay build. Alright, I think we'll forego the weapon buff. Oh, bubble. Damn it. I actually need to heal. Damn it. Moonveil, eh? I saw that. Bubbles. I mean, this is an interesting build that they're doing. Now, if they were to actually use something that... If they were to actually use a thing that will... or magic that I can parry... By all means. Oh shit. Come on, use Moonveil, please. I beg ya. I'm begging you here. Actually, let's try. We know she has Moonbill. God damn it, she only does it close range. Oh shit. I mean, hey, it's another cosplay build during this stream. They did hit me with the fire there. Dang it! I thought I was far enough away. And that allows me to do another heal. They know I'm trying to get the critical here. Like, I wonder what made them decide to get Moonveil for this build. Also, it looks like they're wearing the Thief armor set. Let me get the critical. I mean, if I get the critical, it would be an instant kill for them. Ah. The one time we encountered a Moonveiler during this stream. The one time we encountered a Moonveiler. At least they were smart about it and used it, for some reason, only used it close range, which didn't give me enough time to actually press the parry button. But yeah, as I said before, that was going to be the last one for today's stream. So, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Feel free to leave a like if you did, obviously. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Or in the next stream, obviously. But yeah, bye!